Marilyn Monroe is more than just a name. She's an icon who has shaped how the world sees beauty, glamour, and desire. Decades after her death, she remains one of the most recognized and celebrated figures in pop culture. But what made her so unforgettable? How did she rise from a troubled childhood to become the ultimate symbol of allure and sensuality? Get ready to know the real secret of how Marilyn Monroe transformed herself into a timeless legend who still defines the very essence of desire. The humble beginning with Norma Jeane. Before Marilyn Monroe, her name was Norma Jeane Mortensen. Born in Los Angeles in 1926, Norma Jeane's early years were anything but tragic. Her mother, Gladys, struggled with mental health issues and was frequently absent from her daughter's life. As a result, Norma Jeane was shuffled between foster homes and orphanages, experiencing a childhood filled with instability, loneliness, and a longing for love. These experiences shaped her personality in profound ways. Norma Jeane developed a deep need for validation and a fear of being abandoned. She learned early on how to charm people, using her charisma as a way to gain affection and security. This skill would later become a cornerstone of her rise to fame, but beneath her cheerful exterior, there was always a sense of vulnerability, a feeling of being unworthy or incomplete. Norma Jeane's early life also ignited a fierce ambition. She dreamed of escaping her difficult circumstances and creating a better life for herself. Her determination to rise above her hardships became the driving force that propelled her into the world of modeling and, eventually, Hollywood. If you are enjoying watching the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for regular updates. The reinvention of Marilyn Monroe. When Norma Jeane stepped into the world of Hollywood, she was met with a stark reality. The industry demanded reinvention. The studio executives didn't just want a talented actress, they wanted a marketable star. And so, Norma Jeane Mortensen became Marilyn Monroe. This transformation wasn't just about changing her name, it was a complete overhaul of her image. Her brunette locks were dyed platinum blonde, her natural speaking voice was softened into a breathy, seductive tone, and her personality was molded to fit the dumb blonde stereotype that was so popular at the time. Marilyn's public persona was carefully crafted, but it wasn't entirely who she was. In private, she was thoughtful, introspective, and deeply curious about the world. She was an avid reader and an aspiring intellectual, far removed from the naive characters she often played on screen. This disconnect between her public and private selves would become a source of tension in her life. Marilyn charm and vulnerability. Marilyn Monroe had something that set her apart from other stars of her era, a unique blend of sensuality and vulnerability. On screen, she exuded confidence and charm, effortlessly capturing the attention of audiences, but there was also a softness to her, a fragility that made her relatable. This vulnerability wasn't just an act, it was a reflection of who she truly was. Marilyn's insecurities, her longing for love, and her struggles with self-worth were evident in her performances. Audiences connected with her because she wasn't just a glamorous star, she was a human being with flaws and emotions. But this vulnerability also came with challenges. Marilyn's sensitivity made her prone to anxiety and depression, struggles that were often exacerbated by the pressures of fame. Despite these difficulties, her emotional depth added richness to her performances, elevating her from a mere sex symbol to a compelling actress, a woman of intelligence and ambition. One of the most misunderstood aspects of Marilyn Monroe's life was her intellect. The world saw her as a beautiful but simple woman, but in reality, Marilyn was highly intelligent and deeply curious. She owned a personal library filled with works of philosophy, literature, and history. She read everything from Dostoevsky to poetry by Walt Whitman, seeking to expand her mind and understand the world. Marilyn also took her craft seriously. She studied acting with Lee Strasberg at the prestigious Actors Studio, immersing herself in the method acting techniques that were revolutionizing Hollywood at the time. She wanted to be taken seriously as an actress, not just admired for her looks. Her ambition extended beyond acting. In an industry dominated by men, Marilyn made a bold move by founding her own production company, Marilyn Monroe Productions. This gave her greater control over her career and allowed her to take on more meaningful roles. It was a revolutionary step for a woman in the 1950s, showcasing her determination to break free from the limitations imposed on her by the studio system. The heavy price of fame. While Marilyn's fame brought her immense success, it also came with a heavy cost. The media's obsession with her life was relentless. Every detail of her personal life, from her marriages to Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller to her rumored affairs, was splashed across headlines. The public adored her, but their fascination often felt invasive. Marilyn was constantly under pressure to maintain her image as the perfect blonde bombshell. This expectation took a toll on her mental health, leaving her feeling isolated and misunderstood. Behind the scenes, Marilyn struggled with substance abuse, using pills and alcohol to cope with insomnia, anxiety, and depression. Her challenges sometimes spilled over into her professional life, leading to tensions on film sets. Yet, even during her darkest moments, she managed to deliver unforgettable performances, a testament to her resilience and talent. One of the most poignant aspects of Marilyn Monroe's life was her search for love and acceptance. Despite her fame and adoration from millions, she often felt deeply alone. Her relationships were marked by passion, but also by turmoil, as her insecurities and the demands of her career often strained her connections. Marilyn craved authenticity and genuine connection. She longed for a sense of belonging, something that her public persona couldn't provide. Those who knew her personally described her as kind, empathetic, and deeply sensitive, a woman who wanted to be loved for who she truly was, not for the image she portrayed. The tragic end and lasting legacy. Marilyn Monroe's life came to a tragic end on August 5, 1962, when she was found dead at the age of 36. Her death was ruled a probable suicide, though conspiracy theories and speculation have surrounded the circumstances ever since. Her passing marked the end of an era, but her legacy only grew stronger in the years that followed. Marilyn Monroe remains one of the most enduring cultural icons in history, her image synonymous with beauty, glamour, and the complexities of fame. Today, we remember her not just as a symbol of desire, but as a woman who broke barriers, challenged stereotypes, and left an indelible mark on Hollywood. Her story is a reminder that behind every public persona lies a human being with hopes, dreams, and struggles that often go unseen. Marilyn Monroe's journey from Norma Jeane to a global icon is nothing short of extraordinary, but her story also reminds us of the high price of fame and the complexities behind the glamorous image. But speaking of charm and allure, there's another name that comes straight into our mind. Yeah, you got me right. It's Leonardo DiCaprio, who mastered these tools in a very different way. Check out the video on how Leonardo DiCaprio's charm scores him the hottest girlfriends. Don't miss it. Click to watch and uncover the secrets of modern-day allure. Hit the like and subscribe button before you go. Until next time, take care